Yes, boys. What we're saying. God, drive. Oh, leg day today. Been watching a bit of Dorian Yates, just to get us in that mode. That fucking get us fucking mind ready. Don't know if a few of you have seen it. Dorian Yates training, trains legs with, he trains legs with Chris Cormier. I don't even think they finished the workout. Literally, he does low volume. Obviously, Chris is a little bit past it. I think he's like 42, 43 when he's doing it. And I think he's sort of like stopped competing maybe like late 30s, and then he got ill and whatever. But I think Dorian were sort of like inviting him over to train from when he were. But so basically, Chris were good, yeah. Like obviously won at best in the world, come like top three. Don't think he won an Arnold's. Did he win an Arnold's? But he came like top 3 at Olympia, top 3 at Arnold's. Might have won an Arnold's. But yeah, top 3 at Olympia, top 3 at Arnold's on numerous occasions. Just stop this thing from fucking moving about. And obviously Dorian was sort of like, it were them times when Dorian were like light years ahead of everyone else. And if you look back at pictures, it's kind of hard to see it. But what everyone used to say is sort of like the amount of muscle density that he had compared to everyone else. It was like the reason why we're winning all them shows so easy, especially when they were beating guys like Flex Wheeler. Because if you look at Flex Wheeler's body and you look at Dorian's body, you think, yeah, how did he manage that? Like it almost like don't make sense if you compare them both on stage. That's why you get a lot of people talking shit now and saying, oh, Kevin should have beaten him, Flex should have beaten him, blah blah blah. But I think a lot of people that were there at the time were like, they were Dorian and then they were everyone else. It was just a different level, and he had that much muscle that I think he said that he used to over diet himself a little bit just to make sure he brought that condition, and he was still fucking bigger than everyone else and more peeled than everyone else. He invited. I think he'd been inviting Chris over. I think he must have been a bit older than Chris, and he was inviting Chris over to train with him from when Chris was like 35. But Chris said that he thought he knew it all, and he was like, nah, I don't need to do any of that shit. And he used to train with that Charles Glass, and a lot of you know who Charles Glass is. A lot of you won't have a fucking clue who he is. Basically, a black guy who used to train out of that Gold's Gym Venice, and he's sort of like the master trainer. He thinks he is, I think. And he used to train all the pros, and he knew more about like getting all the angles and targeting specific muscle groups. But what Chris said is that it was very sort of like low intensity, like higher volume but just low intensity. And obviously Dorian was the complete opposite, where it was low volume and then crazy high intensity, like to full all out failure. And obviously Chris's regret, because Dorian were inviting him out there for years, and Chris's regret after he stopped competing was that he didn't go out sooner whilst he was competing. So take what you will from that, but that's a guy who's been at that top level and trained sort of like that higher volume, decent intensity. Obviously, if he's coming like top three best in the world, but yeah, and he was big on that. Like once I trained with Dorian, I understood what we're missing and obviously the benefits of doing that low intensity training. Because now you get a lot of guys, and a lot of people hate on Dorian style training, because obviously you can build a physique with both, with high volume, lower intensity, and obviously low volume, higher intensity. I do think that the low volume, especially when it's super low volume, like one working set, and I think Dorian, obviously when he was his biggest and he was still growing and still like making progress, he was just doing one working set per exercise, and only doing like four exercises per body part, if that. Each session 45 minutes, an hour. But I do believe there's two things that you need in order to sort of like replicate that and replicate the results. And I think the first one is the skill of knowing how to achieve that intensity in a set, because he didn't do lots of warm-up sets. He might have just done like 1 or 2 warm-up sets, and then just to sort of like get used to the movement, and then he used to just fucking do the all-out set. But yeah, so it's like the skill in knowing how to do that and knowing how to get that connection. But then also another thing that you do need is the size. Simply because, yeah, if like obviously everyone's nervous system is going to be different, right? And obviously, yeah, your nervous system is going to sort of like adapt to the more you're used to pushing yourself, whatever. But there comes a point where it's sort of like if a guy's 200 pounds, yeah, his all out. So what do you think is going to cause the most stress to the nervous system, right? Even if your nervous system's trained for it, a guy who's 200 pounds, yeah, who does a set of hack squats to failure, right? He's not got 200 pounds of muscle on him, but you know what I mean? Or somebody that's got 50, 60 more pounds of actual muscle on the body, yeah, and they take that and they're doing the same thing, taking it to failure. Like, the more, obviously it's going to be, the more muscle that you have, the more stress it's going to cause, because the more demand for recovery it's going to need. So obviously, like, it's one of them where the bigger you are, arguably, the less you actually need, the less stimulus you actually need, and obviously the less you can, the harder it is to recover from as well. So it's one of them. So if you sort of like, if you're just starting out and you're new to the gym, or in your first like couple of years at the gym, 2-3 working sets is probably going to be better for you. Yeah. Whereas the more you get into it and the bigger you get, I do believe the less you need. That's if you're going to fail. That's if you're going to failure in every set. If you ever hear me talk about a set, and I'll say like 2 sets, I mean like 2 working sets. I don't mean like, in warm-ups. We don't talk about warm-ups, because warm-ups obviously can vary. But yeah, but with the working sets, the sets to failure, sets to mechanical failure, where like, and what I mean by mechanical failure is you couldn't do another perfect rep. You couldn't do another complete rep, pretty much. Because I know people like to do partials and whatever. But yeah, and it just got me thinking today, like, I think, like, that's why I think I'm at that point where two working sets is still good. It's still optimal on most things for me. Simply because I don't believe I'm big enough. Or have quite the skill just to sort of like get as much out of one set as what sort of like Dorian did. But yeah, but maybe if I had a training partner similar to Dorian did, and I did like consistently every exercise that I did go sort of like past that point of failure where I got, where am I going here? Where I got a couple of assisted reps, then maybe it might be different. Maybe I would only need just 1 working set per exercise. But yeah, it's one of them, innit? And that's where I think, like, I know I don't really do them, but intensifiers, the intensifier I probably like the most is like a rest pause. It's just taking it to failure again, innit? But you just got to be careful with certain stuff. Yeah, because it got me like, I was thinking like, obviously like with something like a say you're doing like a leg extension, you go to failure till you can't do anymore, take your legs out, 15 seconds, 5 deep breaths, however you want to do it, and then go again to failure. You might only get like 4 or 5 that next time, but yeah. But then it's arguably is like, is that going to be better than two straight sets with a couple of minutes rest in between? Who knows? But I do believe if you're taking your sets to failure, the bigger you get, the less you actually need in order to progress, and the less your body can actually tolerate as well. But yeah, and then the main mindfuck today, what I've been thinking is which leg press we use, because like I said, I'm rating the Cybex leg press, but for whatever reason, whether I don't think I'm bottoming out the machine, but it feels like there's like safety things on it. So I'm going deep. I'm going to a point, and before I can go any deeper, it feels like there's like a safety thing where it's like stopping. Yeah, mindful. We might do the hammer strength leg press today. We'll see. But saying that, it's like my legs do feel better, and I do feel like I get more out of the Cybex one. But yeah, we'll probably do the Cybex one. I might have a feel at one of the others, but we'll probably do the Cybex one. And we've been running it we've run it the last couple of weeks. So let's run it again. Let's run it again today. Try and progress on it. And what we'll do is make a decision based on today. I did say I wanted to get to a gym that has one of the what's it called now? Basically I wanted to get to a gym like maybe a Rotherham that has the Rotherham Ultraflex, because I know that has the leg press, Arsenal strength. I know that has the Arsenal strength leg press, because I can get really deep on that one. And I just feel like I get a lot more out of it. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll stick with what we got today. We'll stick with what we've been doing, and just try and progress a bit from it. But yeah, as well, I can tell I've had 2 good days of training. And this is sort of like what I've realised more in the off season than in prep. So in prep, when it comes to, so I'm going to talk about something now that's not going to apply to a lot of you. But nah, well, it should apply to some of you. But in prep, when it comes to sort of like managing fatigue, yeah, what I realise, what I know works best for me is obviously when I'm working with Cuba is we sort of like, we get to certain points, and when I'm feeling it, we pull back in terms of reduce output slightly or reduce the volume slightly, yeah? So the amount of working sets. And what that does is it just gives my CNS sort of like a little bit of a break. But I can usually go longer in prep anyway, without needing that. Unless food's really low, unless body fat's super low really. But that's when I've more got to be careful. But when I'm at the point I am now, which is sort of like the first half of the off season, if you like to call it that, the push-up phase, the fucking growth phase, whatever. So what I do notice is this is when I sort of like fatigue fucking comes and tries to fuck me the most. And so what happens is it's because I'm able to. It's a bit of a weird one really, because I'm getting all the extra food and I'm able to recover. I'm able to train harder, and each week I'm lifting more than what I've lifted previously. So it can obviously cause your body a lot of stress, which most of the time I'm fine, but obviously, so I do like a push-pull. It's like a sort of like a push-pull legs rest, push, and then like back and hamstrings rest. But what I notice is, what happens to me is, so after 2 days on, 1 day off would probably be more ideal, but it's not always necessary. So what I mean is, like, today, and this is what happens to me. I woke up today. I've had 2 really good sessions this last couple of days. Yeah, I had a sick back workout on a Monday, and then we had a fucking bad boy push session yesterday. And in both sessions, I've lifted heavier than what I've lifted on previous weeks. But obviously, because I pushed it that extra bit hard, today I'm sort of feeling it, and I don't mean just feeling it in my body. Like, everything feels sort of like super full. But 2 things that I noticed that, and you notice these things when the more in tune you get with your body, but I've noticed that, like, my digestion's a little bit slower today, and I'm a bit sort of like headachy. That's what I get like when I've sort of like when I'm redlining it and I'm sort of like due a rest day. Like, logically, a rest day would have probably done me good today, and then doing legs tomorrow. But it's one of those things, isn't it? The way I've sort of like set up my week, my commitments and that. My commitments and that, and just the things I've got set up and whatever. It's just best if I train today and rest tomorrow. Just because I've got a bit of shit to do tomorrow. Like, I think I'm going to go get an IV drip tomorrow. But I just need to make sure today, obviously I can have a good session, but I just don't do out stupid. Like, I've been thinking, should I throw in another set of fucking hack squat, even though I'm making progress on it. And it's kind of like, no, logically I don't need to do that anyway, just because I feel like I can handle it. But with how I feel today, I know that if I did it, it'd be just stupid. It'd be a bad idea. And then what would end up happening is that I'd end up having to need 2 days rest. And another thing, so not only am I a bit headachy and digestion's a bit slower, but so when I've pushed it a bit, and oftentimes it happens after like leg day. But if I've had three training days in a row and leg days on the 3rd, and I've fucking full sent that leg day, my sleep on that night is the worst, because my body is just fucking struggling to recover, man. And that's when I am like, what's it? Trigger word, fatigued, is when my sleep starts going to shit. And then what I usually notice is, for me, if I have a rest day, after the rest day, my sleep is a lot better. If I have 2 rest days in a row, which sometimes I do, which I have to do sometimes, after that second day, my sleep's fucking immaculate. But yeah, and also that's another thing that I've noticed. In prep, when I'm in a deficit, after a rest day, my weight usually goes up a little bit, and obviously it's due from, like, because food's a little bit lower on rest days usually, but output's a little bit lower, and because of that, digestion's a bit slower. But what I've noticed is this time round, and I realised it happened last time as well, but I just forgot about it. So when I'm in this stage now where food's a lot higher and we're growing, and I'm able to cause myself more stress in the gym, my weight actually drops after a rest day, and that's just like inflammation dropping off and that. But yeah, and another thing today, another sign that I need a rest is that my weight's like shot up from yesterday, and it's all the signs are there. So I just need to not be a dick today in the gym. But obviously we're still gonna fucking take it. We're still gonna fucking send it as much as we can. But just gotta know his limits. Oh yeah. Fuck. So, a bit of a change today from dumbbell preacher curls. Still obviously training the bicep in that shortened range. But what I find with these is just a little bit less stressful on tendons. Especially when obviously like I said, I feel like I need a bit more recovery. So it's sort of like training it, but causing the least amount of stress to the tendons, if that makes sense. That's my logic and theory anyway. Again, just 2 sets, still getting a failure, mechanical failure. Not forcing out that's not there. Let's go again. Yeah, man. 2 sets of 8 to 10 ideally on this. Oh yeah. Yeah man, perfect time. We'll go again on that way. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh, just fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, leg extensions. Right. Same as usual, 2 sets of this. You know the fucking drill. Oh, fucking in. Oh, fuck. Oh yeah. Bastard. Perfect. Perfect. Have a little rest. Same weight again. Whew. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Fucking trapped. Oh. Fuck me. Right. Leg press, the real work starts now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Tell you what, 12 reps on that first set. Was not expecting that. We had 8 plates aside. Last week we got 2 sets of 9 on 8 plates aside. So I thought we'll get 10 before we go over here. Today, first set, 8 plates aside, got 12. So what I've done is, we've gone to 9 plates for this set. See what we can fucking do. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, man. Oh. Yeah, man. Happy with that. Oh, fuck yeah. Right, big rest. And fucking hack squat. Let's see what we got. We're going heavier on hack squat today as well. Let's fucking go. Right, might have been a bit brave today. Last week we got 10 on 4 last week. So if we get at least 5 on this, 4.5. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that'll do. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck me. Oh. We'll fucking take it. We'll take it. Oh, fuck. I'm happy with that. Right. Leg curls, then we're going to do some stretching. Two sets of single leg to finish. Oh yeah, fuck me, man. 6 sessions to it. Oh shit, man. Fucking hell. One of the best sessions. I feel like that was one of the best leg sessions I've ever had. That a mixture of PBs, pump. Yeah. I know the pump don't really mean anything. It just obviously means that there's fucking blood in the muscle. But when you hit a PB, well, when I say PB, I don't know if it's an all-time PB, but when you're beating numbers from the previous week, yeah, like easily. When you're beating numbers from the previous week, and you've got a crazy fucking pump to go with it, it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. Yeah, this is what I mean, man. It's like, how could you fucking not love this shit? But yeah, like obviously at the moment we're fucking recovering from sessions good. We're getting stronger every session, but literally like every day this week, we've hit new numbers on most exercises. And when you're doing that and you're getting heavier, obviously it does cause like a lot of stress to the body. Yeah, so we've just got to fucking be careful. I tell you what though, I'm looking forward to having a rest day tomorrow, man. It's needed. It's needed. Like I've got this thing where I'm in the mindset at the moment because I was loving my training so much. It's like I hate having to like if a day is set for training, I hate having to like cancel it or make it a rest day when it's planned to be a training day. And you know what? If I listened to my body and I was smart about it, I'd have had a rest day today and not trained today, because like I said, I was feeling a bit headachy, feeling a bit beaten up, sleep wasn't the best last night. So to me they're signs that my body's not fully recovered. But like we had a fucking bad boy session today, man. Best session ever. So it's fucking one of those things, innit? But we've got a rest day tomorrow, and it's fucking needed, honestly. Like in prep, a lot of the time it gets the rest days, and I think, I wish I were training today. But you know what? It's been a while since I've got to a rest day and thought, fucking, I don't want this rest day, or I don't need this rest day. Even in prep, it were like the way I dealt with prep this year, obviously, because it was my first prep working with Cuba. It's like we did everything sort of like methodically. I think that's what you can put it like. I know a lot of like people hate on other people's ways of doing things, but I couldn't give a fuck if you'd like to do high volume on something, yeah, and just fucking full send everything you do. Then fair enough. I couldn't give a fuck. Couldn't give a fuck if it works. If it don't work, it don't mean anything to me. It's like one of those things. It is what it is. Let people do what they fucking want to do, man. But yeah. Anyway, we did everything full fucking methodically, and it fucking like it. In my opinion, it worked as good as it could fucking work, man, and it paid off. It paid off. Yeah. People, you know, it's one thing I see now, right? And it's like I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to give these cunts fucking too much attention, yeah, but I see people on social media like coaches and fucking bodybuilders, yeah, and like they're meant to be like educators, and they're meant to be like helping people or whatever they're meant to be fucking doing, and instead of saying, oh, this is the way I like to do things, blah blah blah, all they talk about is like everybody's soft now, everybody's doing this now, everybody shouldn't be doing it, like fucking hating on like just you know what I mean, like just hating on people and like sort of like calling people out all the time. And it's like, yeah, some people it's kind of like the job to do that, but when you're a fucking coach, like surely there's better ways of like there's a better approach than literally just saying like hating on the way people train, or fucking, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I hate on the way people train. People can train how the fuck they want, man. All I'm trying to do is show you how I like to do things, and then obviously I make mistakes, I learn from them, but then I'll tell you how I've done that. You know what I mean? It's one of them, innit? Like I'd be like, this fucking don't work. All these guys talking about fatigue, like, you know what I mean? Like look at all these idiots doing high volume because they're too lazy to do low volume. You know what I mean? I can't give a fuck, man. But yeah, we got fucking way off topic there, but yeah, yeah, and it's fucking one of those like people hate like some people want to just throw as much shit at the wall as they can, yeah, and just whatever sticks, right? And like I know I talk about it a lot here, but like fucking look at Dorian Yates, yeah. Dorian Yates, like. To me, Dorian Yates is like a science-based lifter, yeah? And when I say science-based lifter, what I mean is it's like every single thing he did was meticulous and based on data that he collected and based on evidence, and he sort of like did an experiment. Everything that he did, he tracked it, and then if something didn't work or he felt like he manipulated it to make it more optimal or better, he did that, and he fine-tuned his training to do that, yeah. Whereas that's fine. Like that's what science, like to me, like that's totally different thing to like these fucking nerds these days like saying, oh, this is the right way to train, you should be doing this much volume, you should be doing this based on a fucking study of a different person. When obviously the way that Dorian did it, everything's like based on experience. It's based on experience, but it's fucking still science, isn't it? Because it's all fucking data that he's collected in. Like, but it's a bit different, sort of like just doing, like I said, throwing as much shit at the wall as you can and hoping something sticks. But if that's the way that somebody likes to do things, that's the way somebody likes to do things. Like, if it fucking works, it works. Like, in prep, don't manage fatigue, just fucking train as hard as you can all the time. Like, if I did that, what I realise is that's how I lose muscle. If I lose my structure in prep, I've done it before where it gets to them last few weeks of prep and I'm like, oh, let me try this. Oh, you know what? I have a bit more energy today. I'm gonna do a few more sets. I'm gonna do another few exercises. Like in off season, when your food's high and that recovers, I can get away with it. But for me, I find that in prep, if I start doing that shit based on fucking like my experience and evidence that I've collected, I lose muscle, almost like without realizing it. Like at the time, you don't realize it, but then afterwards, I look back and I'm like, fucking hell. And you can blame it on fucking diet, you can blame it on fucking coach, whatever, but training, like, and being smart with training and keeping your volume under control, like, for me personally, like, it plays a big part in how my physique looks. And that's been one of the fucking major differences since working with Cuba this year, man. But yeah. Anyway, oh, my hips feel so fucking tight, you know. I've just got so much fucking blood in everywhere. And I did a little bit of stretching afterwards, but it was fucking pathetic, man. Because what fucking ends up happening is I'll be fucking. I need to get out. Let's see if we can. I'll torch out the car. Oh, shut up. Oh, I need to stretch off my back. So yeah, like the thing is, like I'll have. I'm sure a lot of you guys could relate, especially like you bigger guys or anyone with like a decent amount of muscle mass. Like you can have your missus bent over. And this is what I find. I'll have Emma in like a position. And then like when you're done or whatever, or halfway through, like you fucking seize up because everything's that fucking tight. You seize up and it's like you're stuck. Like you're being like doggy position and you're on your knees and like you're like, oh, hang on a minute, I can't fucking get out of this. You might know what I'm on about, you might just have no fucking idea. I'm talking rubbish. But yeah, we're gonna go see Jay today for a massage afterwards, but I think he's still in his home country of Turkey. He's not really from Turkey. He just looks like he is. But yeah, I think next week, you know what it is, when I did that Cybex leg press today, it didn't feel like the stoppers were there, it felt like I could get fucking deep. And every rip I was in, I'm like, and I was trying to go, I was going a little bit deeper, and then I was like, I didn't touch the bottom once. God knows, I don't fucking know. Maybe it's in my head. People are walking by and looking at me thinking, what's this cunt doing with his ass hanging out of the car? Is what it is. Is what it fucking is. Right. We'll listen to a podcast with Justin Shire and James Owen's now. I rate James, even though he's a fucking coach hopper. But nah, it fucking is what it is, man. You know, it is that it put me a little bit, like going from coach, like to me, if I stop working with a coach, right, it's a bit of a fucking weird thing. It's like, it's normal. Obviously I've got clients that are like, it's almost like breaking up with your girlfriend. Some people don't know how to do it, some people just do it fucking easy. I remember when I started working with Stefan and I was like, fuck, I don't know what to say to him, And I thought, you know, I'm just going to fucking message him. I'm just going to have a little break, do it on my own, message back, no problem, no worries. Alright. But I think you just want to be clear with communication, don't you? Because I think that's what that Chris Tuttle was sort of saying. That James sort of like didn't really, he just sort of like, oh, I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't think the way Chris Tuttle was saying things was as if James Owens had just like started with working with a new coach without sort of telling him that we're not working together anymore. But yeah, because they uploaded a podcast the other day and I fucking rated that Kyle Wilkes, and then he did a thing basically like crying about how like Nick was so cold in like stopping working with him and that, and it's like, bro, the guy rang you and told you straight up we're not working together anymore. He said he even did it on a podcast. It's like, as a fucking man, like, what do you mean it was cold? Like, what did he say? Fuck you, we're not working together. I just told him straight. Like, some people are fucking gay, man. Like, just too much fucking emotion, innit? It's like you need to fucking, like say, up the fucking train, or fucking reduce the train. But yeah, fucking blogs made that. It's like if a client leaves, it's like it is what it is. Totally different fucking. So on Flad's podcast, he asked Stefan, he's like, oh, can we talk about it? And Stefan's like, yeah, fine. What was it like when James stopped working with you? What was it like when clients stopped working with you? And Stefan's like, you get used to it, it's part of the game. He's like, people have different views with what they want to achieve. People have different views with how they think they should look. So, it's human, it's normal. It is what it is. Totally different look compared to them guys, like talking about as if like the girlfriend just broke up with him for no reason. You know what I mean? It's like, people don't even need a fucking reason, you're getting paid. Like, Right, I think we're done out here. Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, fucking bad boy session. Oh. Right, we'll drive home now and listen to this fucking podcast and chill the fuck out. It's been a pleasure. Right, so if you've made it this far, thank you very much. But yeah, right guys, nice one. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.